morning, everybody. Welcome back to day 96 of hiking northbound from Mexico to Canada on the CDT. It is I think it's Sunday, or I don't know. I'm literally toying with the idea today of just taking the road all the way into Big Sky versus doing more mountains because it's just slowing me down. So that's the big decision for today. We have about 3.5 miles, I think. Again, the mileage on Gaia is funky and it's not always super accurate, but I think it's about 3.5 miles to the trailhead where we hit a road, and I have to walk on that road for a little bit. But the decision is either turn off the road and go back through some mountains and cut over to Big Sky, or take the what I believe is a highway all the way and then a little bit over into Big Sky. The mileage says it's 23 miles on the road and 26 miles in the mountains. So yeah, I hope I can get some service when I get down to the trailhead because I'm going to check the wildfire situation as well. But yeah, I'm more than halfway at this point, so a 20-mile road walk doesn't sound as unappetizing as it did the other day when I had 75 miles to do. But yeah, this morning I'm just having some coffee. I'm taking it a little slower because yesterday was brutal. That was so much elevation gain. But I'm packing up and getting dressed as I go, so I'm not just completely being worthless. So yeah, that's the big decision for the day, and we'll see what we do as we get a little closer. But welcome to another video. Cheers. It's a pretty announcement that smoke is cleared. You can see the definition of these mountains in the distance. It never gets old, but that's where we were last night. I love the music. Like, what do you think this gate is meant to, like, do for this non-existent fence? What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. That feels like something out of medieval times. Okay. Okay, well, cool. But there's no signs or anything. It's not like a boundary or... That's funny. We have another gate, not as fancy as of a door. This looks like something out of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Very industrial. Again, what are we keeping in or out? I don't know. Just filling up some water. I'm gonna do 2 liters. Plus my other, like, 3/4 liter is full as well. So this is the last water source marked for quite some time. So yeah, we are going down. We are back below 7,000 feet. So, oh boy, I still haven't made up my mind about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get to the road to make that decision. So yeah, we are definitely not. We're further than what Gaia is saying, because I got to that sign at the top of the hill there, and it said that the Sage Creek trailhead was 3 miles away, and Gaia said it was like 2.1 or something, so it's about a mile off. Behold, another gate. It is truly the day of gates. I don't remember seeing this many gates in all of New Mexico. And this is the last, like, 2 or 3 miles. I think I've done It's my 4th or 5th gate. Oh my goodness. I'm very serious about the property lines around here. I have to come up with a title for this video. I think it's just going to be Gateland. With the horse halter or horse rope closing mechanism. Truly, I've never seen so many gates on one stretch of trail. This is hilarious. Done. Okay. We've made it to the trailhead and the road. There's some horses over here. How cute. Regardless, I have to walk on the road for a few miles, even if I decide to go back up into the mountains. But yeah, I'm going to take a break here in a second and figure it out. Yeah. I think he wants to eat my trekking poles. Do you want to eat my trekking poles? Oh, behind the ears. Is that where it's at? Is that where it's at? Oh, I love your little 1950s army haircut. Yeah. Yeah. It's so beautiful. Alright, so here's the deal. This parking lot is huge for this area. I'm like, I don't know why this parking lot is so big. Anyway, according to Gaia, I have to walk 3.86 minimum on this road just to get to the next trailhead that I would like cut back into the mountains. Also, according to Gaia, I'm 17 miles from Big Sky via the road. Which means I could be there today if I really booked it, if I kept the 3-mile-an-hour pace. I could be there by like 5 or 6. I could get a room somewhere and have like a Nero situation. Leave tomorrow morning, late tomorrow morning. And kind of figure out my plan to get to Ennis because the trail is like wonky and like goes over. I'll explain that later when we get closer to that decision-making time. But anyway, I don't know. This road is very busy. It's like a legit highway, so people are going pretty fast. There's like all kinds of vehicles on it. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what the shoulder situation is like, and I guess see how we do over the next 4 miles. And if I'm feeling fine and the road is fine and I'm not like, you know, about to get smushed like a bug, then I might just road walk it into Big Sky. So yeah, but this is really pretty. And then there's like a whole pen full of like donkeys and like a couple horses. And that one donkey was so beautiful. He was so big and he was so sweet. And I'm sitting behind this trailer in some shade, just having a couple snacks, making up my mind about what we've got planned ahead. And I don't know what it is, but like you see the road and you automatically assume like, oh, road equals service. Oh, road equals humanity, or not humanity, but like civilization. And no, not with AT&T, y'all. Not on this trail. AT&T could never. So maybe I'll get service the closer I get to Big Sky, which will help because I could use Google Maps if I had service, and Google Maps would tell me exactly how far I have to go versus like relying on this janky Gaia app. So maybe I'm using Gaia wrong. Like, no shade to Gaia. Like, I really do appreciate that it has all the different like little trails and unmarked things and unmaintained things, but like for the Route 2 feature, like it's almost like as the crow flies versus like the actual walking distance, you know, kind of a thing. So I'm like, yeah, that's nice, but I don't fly. So anyway, all right, let's get going. If we're gonna walk to Big Sky today, then it's gonna be a big day with very sore feet. Well, there's a pretty view of the Fork River, I think, and there's only one shoulder, at least right now, so far. And it's not so bad. It's a little rocky, nice underfoot, and only slightly slanted. Good morning, pretties. All right, friends. We are at the Cinnamon Creek Trailhead and the road. So we are 8.4 in. I'm gonna take the road. It's now or never. I just zoomed in on the road sign and it looks like it's 11 miles to Big Sky. So this road walk is no joke. My umbrella has almost been demolished like 3 times. But the idea of being there in less than 4 hours, 5 tops if I take a break. Versus going up into these mountains and dealing with all this elevation gain and the down and the ups and all the things. So I think we're gonna roadblock. I know, y'all. I know. Here I am, like, oh, roadblock's so bad for my knees and my feet and my ankles and my hips and my mental health. And I'm like, 11 miles. 11 miles. Versus like 25 more if I take the mountains. So, all right, wish me luck. Hope I don't get squished like a bug. And if I do, you'll never see this video. And if I don't, then happy trails. Give it a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. Risking my life out here for y'all. I'm kidding. I'm risking my life for myself, but because I'm lazy. I'm tired. All right. Well, this isn't quite halfway, but I needed a road break. Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty rivers. Just chilling on the side of the road. Yeah, I need a little road break. It's just, I'm not complaining because I'm choosing this path, but it is a lot of like mental fortitude, mental acuity, where you've got to like constantly pay attention to like, this car is coming, oh, that's a big truck coming, hold on to your umbrella, okay, move over to the side of the road. So I'm trying to stay on the road where it's like the flattest for my hips. But every once in a while when I see like big trucks or like a truck pulling a trailer or something, I do try to get off into the gravel as if like 5 inches is going to save my life. But whenever I do that, I'm walking, like this. So anyway, I'm going to take a little break, give my feet a little cold soak to get us the rest of the distance today. I was going to have a Snickers, but it's completely melted, so I probably should put it in this water. I just wish I could get service, or even like a couple of bars, so that I could like book some accommodation or something. If all else fails, I know there's like one last trailhead, like maybe 3 or 4 miles from Big Sky, so I could just like camp out there tonight, but that kind of puts like all day tomorrow at a waste, because then I would get into town early and then I would have to wait around for my room until 3, and then I'd stay the night there tomorrow night, so anyway. Never know. We're just living life out here. We're just taking it literally hour by hour, decision by decision. So the white crosses, as we saw in the last video, represent people who have died on the highway, or from car wrecks, I imagine. I have counted, there's one coming up, that'll be 7, all on this side of the road, so not feeling too great about this. Don't worry, only 10 more miles to go. Oh my gosh, guys, I got off the highway because I saw this little like turnout and I wanted to get my shirt wet because it was very hot and I'm very sweaty. And these fishermen are out fly fishing and they literally like, you want a cold beverage? Get your cup out, we'll get you some ice. So kind. Alright, that was a little longer of a break than anticipated, but I'm not mad about it. Yeah, this group of fly fishers, we're just chatting about the trail and stuff. He's like, you got a cup? I was like, yeah, I have a cup. He's like, you want some ice? I was like, yes, I want some ice, sir. So, super nice. He gave me a big thing of ice in my cup with 2 LaCroix. Bless those people. So, yeah, I just sat at the picnic table and called Jared and had him look up a hotel for me in Big Sky because I don't have enough service, only 1 bar of LT, just enough to call him. So thank you, Jerry, for booking that. And then I was able to get Google Maps to load, so I have 7 miles to get to that hotel. So it's 2:23. We're averaging about 21.48 per mile. I'm thinking I'll be there within 2.5, 3 hours. Just depends. Alright, back on this loud AF road. Trying not to get squished. I have about, I think less than 6 miles into downtown Big Sky.
and there's now a snowmobile road. So maybe we won't get squished. I don't know how far it goes. The other one went pretty far outside of West Yellowstone, so maybe it'll take me right in town. It's a really pretty city to walk into / walk towards. I think we gotta turn west here soon. Whew. 16 miles in, y'all. I'm tired. But it's comforting to always see other trail runner through prints, because you know another through hiker chose the same path as you, and you're like, all right, I'm not the only lazy crazy one who just wants to get to town. Well, not that the big green road sign lied, but I misunderstood, I guess, because I've never been here. When the road sign said Big Sky 11 miles, it was telling the truth. However, the Big Sky sign that I saw was several miles back, because I guess this township starts way the hell away from downtown. So while I think the start of that sign was 11 miles from where I was, downtown is like another 8 miles from there or something like that, 9 miles. So this is gonna be a 22 or 23 mile day. My hips are killing me. Oh gosh, guys, that's what I mean. It's like I couldn't make the decision right then, and like I didn't use your words, Jesse. I didn't have access to Google Maps, so I couldn't Google like downtown Big Sky to see the exact mileage. So now I'm realizing, because I just keep like, okay, like how much longer, you know, like I know I should be getting there around 5, and I just did the Google Maps directions to the hotel, and it's probably like 5.2 now, but like 5 more miles, and I'm like, you know, 5 miles is not a lot. It's not a lot, but it is a lot at the end of the day. And you're tired and hungry. And you're tired of working on roads and stuff. I mean, I'm grateful not to be walking on the road right now. I'm on a paved bike path, but ooh, y'all. Ooh, y'all. And this freaking Exxon Mobil, this damn gas station I want to get a Sprite at, it's like another 2 miles away, and I'm like, ugh. And I'm trying to pick up the pace, but like I cannot get my pace under 21 minutes today. Like, I don't know if it's my hip flexors or what, but it's like really tempting to put your thumb out at these times. Not that any of these people are going to pull over. They're going like 100 miles an hour, but I want to. Let it be known I want to. No, they do not have this huge bathtub. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Guys, did I just pay $20 to get an Uber XL and this lovely man named Josh to pick me up from the Exxon Mobil and take me 5 miles down the road to my hotel? Yes, I did. Do I have any shame about it? Absolutely, I do not. I got a popsicle or a fudge stick thing. I got some electrolyte water, and now I'm at this lovely hotel, and the girl up front is literally gonna make me a free margarita for my big adventure and for my wait, which was like 3 minutes, as I was talking to some other people. And I'm gonna go have that margarita being disgusting, so deal with it. And they have a cold plunge and a sauna. Welcome back. It's another day, and you guys will never guess. Oh, I'm taking a 0 in Big Sky. I know. I really cannot afford to be taking zeros at this stage, at this juncture, if you will. But in terms of timing, it's like... So, let's chat. Let me explain. A nice little chat. So last night was fun. I got the free margarita, and then I met another lovely guy who runs a really cool tour. He's like director of operations or something for a tour group guide company here. So he bought me another drink as we were talking about the CDT. He's like, I think that's just awesome what you're doing. I want to buy your next drink. And so then I came back and took a shower and did all my usual things. And I was like, I'm really hungry. So I went to dinner at a Mexican restaurant because I just really wanted a frozen margarita, even though these other two were on the rocks. And so I got a frozen margarita, and it was okay, and the food was good. And I got home, and got to the hotel, and I'm on the phone, I'm calling people, I called my brother. I was like wrapping up our Christmas vacation that we're planning with him. And then I just like wanted some time. I know it's so bizarre, but I wanted some time to myself, which I know you guys are like, you're constantly alone on this trail. Like, what do you mean? But I'm usually, if I'm not walking, I'm preparing to walk, or I'm sleeping, or I'm filming, or I'm editing when I'm in town. So, or I'm getting resupply ready, or I'm planning my directions, or I'm looking around fires. Like, very little time goes towards like sitting and relaxing, or just existing, or doing a meditation, or whatever. And so, anyway, I stayed up too late watching Wednesday, the first episode on Netflix, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was so tired. And to make this a very shorter story than it is, it was just a slow start today. I didn't leave until noon when the checkout was because I was tired. And then I walked across town, got my resupply, then walked back across town to start hiking. But I was hungry again, and I hadn't eaten all morning, so I stopped and got a sandwich. And then I was on the phone, and I was like, it's like 2:30. Like, I just don't feel like leaving today. I was like, okay. If they have a room, I'll book it. And they did. So I'm back at the same hotel, Gravity House in Big Sky, and the people were really lovely here, and this hotel's basically brand new. So we're in here. I'm in a double queen room tonight. Last night I was in a king, which obviously makes more sense for a single person, but that's all they had left, so that's fine. So we're taking a 0 day today, and I'm not mad about it. So I'm about to take a nap, and then I'm going to edit some videos and watch Wednesday. I'm just going to relax. And then tomorrow we will get an earlier start out, and it should only take me 2 days to get to Ennis. So tomorrow and the next day. So I should be there by, I don't know, what is that, Thursday? And then I'm going to stay with a Australian angel named Margaret, who's really lovely. So that's the update, guys. I don't have a lot of footage to share because it's just been me at this hotel. Tomorrow we'll get back on trail. Hey, y'all. I didn't film anything other than like my little umbrella snafu this morning.
So on my long road walk the other day, this is totally user error. I think my umbrella was already a little effed in this area, but anyways, I was basically being lazy, and I had collapsed the umbrella, and I was trying to, without taking my pack off, I was trying to get it back in this slot, and I was just shoving it in there with my right hand without taking my pack off, and I just sliced through the fabric. My favorite piece of gear. So anyway, the hotel just let me borrow some duct tape, so we were gonna try and patch this thing at least to get me to somewhere maybe I can get a new one, or I don't know, maybe the patch will hold until the end of trail, because like I use this thing all the time for the sun. The only bad thing is that I can repair the fabric, but this, I don't know what these are called on an umbrella, but this guy right here, the plastic is actually broken, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get it to hold right there so it doesn't keep trying to come through the patch. So rip.
Because I figure y'all are like, Chelsea, we're tired of seeing you in town. Just get back on trail, girl. So I really didn't film much last night and today. I got dinner from a bakery last night that was next door. It was another sandwich and salad. And then I just chilled out last night, relaxed. And then this morning I got up and went downstairs, used their massage gun that they had, rolled out, did some yoga. It was super nice. And then came back upstairs and showered, went and got some breakfast, and picked up some stuff that I'm carrying out for lunch. Super excited for lunch later. And then I just got on my way. So, as I've mentioned, to get to Ennis, I'm doing a little bit of a DIY to the DIY that is the Big Sky Alt. And because the Big Sky Alt maps that I downloaded have me going further north, like 6 miles further north, and then having to get a hitch into Ennis. And I was like, there's got to be a way to walk into Ennis. So that's what I'm doing, or I'm going to attempt to do. I think it's going to be a lot of this type of Forest Service road and dirt road walking, which is fine. The goal today is to make it about 16, 17 miles at the very edge of National Forest and camp, and then get up tomorrow and walk the 10 miles into Ennis. So it says it's only 29 miles from where I'm at exactly right now, and I'm 2 miles in. So that's the plan, guys. It was tough to leave. I won't lie to you guys. I'm not really sure what's going on. I was very demotivated to get back on trail. Really, since I left Yellowstone National Park, I felt a little bit like this, where it's been harder and harder to leave town and getting kind of sucked into the vortex. Yeah, it's a nice day. It's like not completely overcast, but it's overcast enough where the sun isn't like beaming on me. All right, we're back on trail. I wonder where the ski lifts are going today. Maybe there's a trail up there. So I've been walking along kind of that dirt road, and then it turned into this forest. It's really pretty. And my pack is so heavy because I carried out so much stuff. So I stopped to have my Sprite, chips, and my sandwich. And now I have about a half-mile climb to get up to the Big Sky Mountain Village, and then figure out what's next. I think some more road walking of some sort. Town in Big Sky is the longest town I've ever been in. Like, I'm still in Big Sky, but these mountains are pretty. Crazy. Like, we're almost 7 miles in. 1,400 feet of gain, y'all. I'm sweating. But yeah, we're still in this town. And it's crazy. It's like all really nice houses and resorts, like ski resorts, but like no one's here. It's dead. It's very wild. Oh, guys. You know, I thought it was too easy. I really did. I was like, wow, I'm gonna be to the trailhead by like 7 o'clock tonight, and then I only have like 10 miles to do today or tomorrow to get to the next town. And so I basically used Gaia to plan my route between here and where I'm going this morning. And then I also used Google Maps because I've had service this whole time to do a walking route, and Google found a faster route that wasn't on Gaia, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just even if it's more road walk, I can do the road faster so I can get to where I'm going faster tonight. I feel like crying. I might, who knows, but basically I got all the way down this road, and I see like this fancy resort road to my left, and then the road keeps going straight, which is the road I'm on, Jack Creek Road, that basically goes all the way to the trailhead that I need to be at, and then this road keeps going into Ennis. Anyway, I just got to a gate with a keypad and surveillance and like all kinds of stuff, so who knows what's down this road. But anyway, I called and the security answered, and I asked if it would be okay if I just walked down this road, because it's only 4 miles. Like, I could be done in an hour and a half. And he was like, no, I'm so sorry. We get CDT hikers down here every year asking, and it's just too much of a liability. Like, I mean, I get it, it's private property, but it's really frustrating that it's not marked private on any GPS maps and global positioning. Like, it's really frustrating because now I have to backtrack 2 or 3 miles to get back to where this road parsed off from where I was going, and then I then have to walk another 4 miles after that to even get to, I think, a trailhead with an actual trail where I could probably even possibly camp tonight once I would be back like in Forest Service land, some type of public land. So super fun for me. Bonus miles today on the road where there's very little shoulder and a lot of construction vehicles. I'm just frustrated. There's just like a lot of private property in this area, and it's really hard to navigate because there's people's homes and their yards and resorts and resort trails, and like I don't know if I'm allowed on resort trails versus like I don't know. I missed the red line. miss far out. I miss a map that says go here. So anyways, I fucked up. It's on me. So I now have to turn around, and the sucky part is it's all uphill on the way back. All right. Well, here we go. Just to update you guys. It's 6:20, gone 13 miles, 2,000 feet elevation. I basically just crossed this valley up and down. My hamstrings are really hurting, and I still don't know if I'm going to be able to get to where I need to get to. I'm praying with everything that I have to the universe to send me away, because the road I'm on right now is supposed to take me to another place that's going to cut over to the trail, but like I don't know if like that's on private land again or not, so stay tuned for the update, because I have no idea what I'm gonna do if it is. I am so far from anywhere to stay publicly. Like, I mean, like in a hotel or something. Like, yeah, there's a lot of resorts around, but like those are miles back. And God knows how much they cost, because they're like, you know, like big condominiums and things like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do if this doesn't work. So let's just hope it works and leads me to somewhere I can legally be and walk and camp. Okay. Okay, guys, it's 7:15. I don't even want to talk about that road walk just now, because to be honest, I don't even know if it was legal. And I don't do illegal things. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I respect private property, but like that was so confusing, because there were some signs and then there weren't signs, and then there were like all kinds of traffic driving down the road, like normal traffic, and then there was a lot of construction going on. Then there was a road that didn't turn into a road, and now I'm on just like a road with like, I'm on like this ATV type of road, and there's no signs, and then all of a sudden the trail appears. I'm like, where am I? And then it says I'm 4 miles from the trailhead at the west end of the trailhead, obviously, and that road that I got like turned away from earlier intersects with that trailhead. So I'm like, am I gonna be able to keep going at that point? Like, I don't know. The goal right now is to get on this trail where I know I am allowed to be, and I will go for however long my feet will let me go, or until I find a decent camping site, which I don't even know if will exist in this trail, because I don't know who uses this trail. So that's the plan, and then I will worry about tomorrow later.
This day has been really crazy. I'm gonna wrap up this video here, because I'm gonna consider this like part 1 of Big Sky. Alternate, doing like leaving West Yellowstone, getting to Big Sky, and now leaving Big Sky. So there's like a lot of footage too, and it's just been wild. So I did over 17.5 maybe, let's call it that, and I found like a little flat spot to put up, and it was starting to rain. So yeah, we're here. So in the next video, stay tuned, because I'm gonna get to the trailhead of this trail, and then I don't know if the road is private again or what, but it shows I'm only 12 miles from Ennis, via getting to the end of this trail, and then via more road walking. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that all goes smooth, but again, stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining on this wild section so far of like me just struggling to get back on trail. So yeah, I really appreciate all the support. If you're enjoying the video so far, give it a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and I will catch you guys on the next one.